Welcome back to the Press Box. This is Wes Blomquist, Mike Foreman. 5th week of play here in Edna in their weight room. They're coming off a win last week. Probably pretty excited last time they were in this room. What did Edna do to get a win?
Well, they played well, and they played up to their capabilities this week. I know they've had some changes with the new coach and everything, and they finally felt like they got it together last week. And then now they have to turn around and play Refugio, their final non-district game.
Yeah, and they have a new quarterback too right now.
Right.
Injuries are playing a role.
Right. We'll talk to Coach Pierce about that, but Dominique Dilworth has taken over for Cam Jones, who isn't expected to play until district starts. So he broke a finger in the second game of the season. And Wes, I don't know if you probably wouldn't remember this, but I know you talked about Oklahoma being #1, and they are. Well, one of the members of the Oklahoma coaching staff, Bobby Jack Wright, actually coached here at Edna High School. And his wife is from Edna, so there's a connection there with the #1 Sooners and the Cowboys. And we talked to the Cowboys about their recent success. Talking with Fletcher Robinson from the Edna Cowboys. Fletcher, kind of tell me how the start of the season has gone. Do you feel like y'all are kind of coming together?
Well, yes, sir. At first, it wasn't looking too bright for us because we really wasn't used to really losing that much since we got used to winning so much. But we really wasn't playing as a team. But now everybody gets the concept of playing as a team and practicing hard will help us on Fridays.
What was the change like as far as the new system? Did it take y'all a while to get used to it?
Not really, a little bit. It's pretty much the same as last year. Just with Coach Pierce, he putting his kinks in. But other than that, it's pretty much kind of like the same.
You play Refugio on Friday night. That's your final non-district game. You feel like that'll help get you ready for district?
Oh, yes, sir. Refugio, they're a pretty good team, pretty well known, and they always have had a good team, and I think we go out, we play hard, we have a very good shot of winning the game.
What do you think y'all are going to have to do to get a playoff spot?
We got to play hard all 4 quarters. We can't take no team lightly, even though their record might not be as good, but we got to play hard and don't give up because, usually we have a tendency of giving up, but playing hard, the whole 48 minutes will easily get a spot.
Kill. Go. Oh!
Talking with Coach Mike Pierce, tell me how the non-district has gone for y'all. Do you feel like you got your system in? The kids are kind of comfortable now?
Yeah, the system is pretty much in. We haven't really changed too much from what Edna did last year as far as offensively. Just a little bit different changes on personnel. Defensively, we've gone to more of a even man front, and just changing that's been probably the biggest adjustment on defense.
Of course, Cam got hurt, and you had to find a new quarterback. Kind of talk to me about that. How the new players have kind of stepped in.
Well, that was probably the anytime you have an injury to one of your top players, it's very hard. But the young man that we've had step up, Dominique Dilworth, has done a great job for us. I mean, he was 11 of 15 in the last game, threw for 146 yards and rushed for 46, doing a great job. Great job. He was a receiver, and really this is the first time he's ever played quarterback since Pee Wee.
Well, then tell me a little bit about district now. You've seen some of the other teams, what they've done, and you have a game against Refugio, and then you start district play. What do you think it's going to take for y'all to get to the playoffs?
Well, we're just, again, the old coaching cliche of taking one game at a time. We've got to take care of Refugio this week, and Gonzales is going to bring a lot to the table. They've been very successful the last couple of years, and then it doesn't get any easier. Yoakum looks like they've been improving. Palacios is always going to be tough, along with Goliad, who I heard is real big on the offensive line, and, of course, you got Cuero at the end of it.
So what's important for Edna to do?
Us is just play within ourselves. Don't go out there and be our own worst enemy in a game as far as offensively, turning the ball over or anything like that. Just going out and playing our game and just sticking to what wins football games, blocking and tackling.
All right, Mike, back from Edna here at St. Joe now.
Boy, yeah, that was quick.
It was.
A quick transition there from Edna back to Victoria and St. Joseph.
Okay. Reason we're at St. Joe right now, Flyers were supposed to have the week off. decided they're going to play Danbury.
Yeah,
So-
I guess Coach Mars decided that he needed another game before he started district, and Danbury was looking for a game, and it worked out. So they're going to play Friday night at 7:30 at Patty Welder Stadium.
Yeah, the Flyers, they even their record, overall record, 2-2 last week, getting a big win over John Paul II at a new school. I guess doesn't want to take a week off before facing Giddings State in district. This week it's a different kind of week. Teams are taking the week off right before district starts. Memorial is not, though. Memorial coming off a 21-17 loss against Corpus Christi Carroll. Showed some good signs. Offense kind of struggled. They had a 32-yard run from O.J. Hughes. That was a big run, but that was early in the game. After that, kind of struggled. Defense stepped up, played a good game. But what does this tell you? You've been through this a lot more than me. What does your experience tell you about the Vipers and what they need to improve on?
Well, this is, I think, a critical test for them. They finally face some adversity now, and we're going to see how they handle it. They're playing a team that, on paper, they should beat. So this will tell us a lot about this team. If they go down to San Antonio, take care of business, then everything could be all right. But if they struggle, then that could be a troubling sign.
Yeah. I know as sports writers we hear a lot, paper doesn't really mean that much. You can just throw it away and stuff.
Yeah, they talk about that, but let's be honest. If you look at the scores, South San has shown some things, but Memorial, I'm sure they feel like they can win this game, and they need to if they want to go to the playoffs.
Okay. Another game out there is Hallettsville. Hallettsville's getting back on the field.
Right.
What do you know about their game and what should they
They're
expect?
playing Rice Consolidated, who opened up district with a very impressive win over East Bernard, and of course state-ranked Rice Consolidated. Hallettsville had the week off, which could be a good thing because they got to prepare for Rice an extra week, but it still will be a tough challenge for the Brahmas. And then there was someone else that we wanted to mention, Bloomington, because the Bobcats picked up their first win of the season. They broke their losing streak, gave Coach Lonnie Goad his first win.
Okay. Some things you want to hit upon from last week. Cuero gets their first loss.
Cuero lost to Lavernia. It's funny, Coach Reeves said to me when I asked him, he said, I guess they didn't know we were number 2 in the state. No, obviously not. That was a tough game. Cuero had beaten them 46-0, and I'm sure Coach Reeves, coming off an emotional win over Bay City, had a hard time getting his team to buy into that Lavernia was a very good team, and I think they'll buy into it now. And there is one other game we want to talk about, another makeup game. Goliad and Odom play Thursday night in Goliad. That's another game that the teams decide to make up after missing a game with Hurricane Ike.
Okay. And I guess Oklahoma, they're playing Baylor too, first time. What do you think of that? Oklahoma, I told you a long time ago, your USC Trojans.
I know. Well, they're not my Trojans because especially having gone to UCLA, I enjoyed them losing as much as anyone. I admit I was surprised, but after watching Jaquiz Rogers, who I saw run against Bay City, I'm not surprised by him. But Oklahoma, as we talked about, Bobby Jack Wright from Edna. I know you.
I have his poster over my bed right now.
I know, but Sam Bradford is the real deal, and he's definitely amongst my consideration for the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, he's my hero right now. So,
Sam Bradford
yeah.
is? Yeah, I mean, even more so than O.J. Hughes. Or,
hey, okay, Phil's saying wrap it up. Phil, our intern, so let's go ahead and get back to him.
We'll be back next week with or without Bobby Jack Wright.
Exactly. Another aspect of the press box is highlights. We're encouraging coaches and fans to send in clips. You can either do this by sending us a URL from YouTube or bringing us a physical copy. Our address here is 311 East Constitution in Victoria.